Okay, so today's program is called the Stock ROI Calculator, and this is what it's going to do. Calculate the return on investment for any given stock or fund. Just a reminder, this is kind of a follow-up program to something that we did earlier in the semester. At the beginning of the semester, you'll remember that we each created a MarketWatch account and we joined the Coronado 2022-23 stock market game, the one that I, Mr. Grabowski, administer here at Coronado High School every year. So just want to point out that this little calculator we're making is going to help us take a look at our funds that we've bought. So I'm going to click on, oh, by the way, just got to do a little bragging here. Oh, I'm number 10. I fell today. I only have a return of $500, and now I'm down to 10. Just a couple of days ago, I was up here at number 6 or 7. But look at this. A little shout out to Cole for in the lead right now. All right. Let's go to portfolio. So it shows your portfolio, or in this case, my portfolio. And it shows my past purchases, past transactions history. So I'm just going to go look at, let's just pretend, I think I've sold all these, but I'm just going to pretend that I'm still holding this one, YMM. Let's see where I bought that. When did I purchase? Right here. I bought YMM, and then I sold it here. But I'm just going to pretend that I'm still holding this. 823 quantity shares was 823 for 791. 791. So when I run this program, let's just hit F5 and run this. Oops, no, I forgot already. What was it? 791, 823. 791, 823. Oops. So $7.91. Hit enter. How many shares? 823. And what's today's price? Let's just say that it went up in value. I'm not going to take the time to go look it up right now. But let's say now it's at $8.52. So let's see if it does the calculations for us. My total gain is $502 for a return on investment of 7.7%. All right, so it looks like it's working. And let's go ahead and do this again. Let's run this again, but then with some simple numbers. I'm just going to throw in some numbers. Let's go right here. Now, I intentionally am not showing you the rest of the code, much like you'll see in the instructions. Right here in our instructions, it says this section is intentionally blocked out. Your job is to figure out what should go in the if, elif, and the else statement. So it's not that much, not a lot of code. You just have to figure out the calculations in the outputs. And in fact, I think I just revealed in my video the if statement for you, the first if statement. Let's go take a look. Sure enough, if gain loss, that's this variable that's created, which just calculates the gain or the loss, the total gain or loss. If it's greater than 0, then I'm telling them that they had a gain. And then my elif statement says that if it's less than 0, then it tells them that they had a loss. So now you just need to do some calculating in here. One thing I want to point out was my output. Many of you are going to be running it, and when you do a loss, I intentionally, on this one I did a gain. Okay, let's do a loss because I want to show you something. F5, run it again. This time I'll say, oh, I bought a stock at $10. I'm just going to do the calculation in my head so I can verify it, I'm just going to say 1 share to make it easy. Then I'm going to say I sold it for $9.50. Your loss is 0.5, so 50 cents. That's correct. And it should be a 5% loss because 50 cents out of, like $1 out of 10 would have been a 10% loss. So 50 cents is a 5% loss. So it's calculating correctly. But notice for a negative return on investment of 5%, but it doesn't have a negative sign. Many of you, when you get yours working the first time, you're going to see a negative sign out here. And so my challenge to you is to figure out the code needed to get rid of that negative sign. And I will simply give you a hint. If you noticed, I've got a Google search up here, absolute value Python. And so that's my hint. And I forgot it. I need to run it one more time. So let's go take a look here. I want to illustrate one more scenario. So I did a positive and a negative, and now let's just close this so that it starts a new screen. Okay, this time I'll say $10, just one share, and $10. So there's no change. So what should it say? There was no gain or loss on the investment. And in my case, I used the else statement, that last statement, to state that. All right. That's it.